Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has met with US President Donald Trump at the White House to discuss the supply of long-range missiles and, of course, ongoing efforts to bring an end to Russia's war. Let's go now to America's editor, John Lyons, who's live for us outside the White House. John, thank you for your time. This was the Ukrainian leader's third visit to Washington since Donald Trump retook the White House. The first one, now infamously, didn't go too well. But what was the mood like during these talks?
Well, Tom, it was much better than that meeting to which you refer. President Zelenskyy, a short time ago, walked along just near where I am here at the White House for a press conference, which you carried in part before. The meeting went pretty well. It was not overly warm, but it was certainly not hostile. There was a point where President Zelenskyy started to free range a bit, and Donald Trump looked across at his Vice President, J.D. Vance. It was almost like, are we going to have this again? And then President Zelenskyy sort of kept his message focused, and also he came along today much more transactional, offering deals, etc. He clearly wants Tomahawk long-range cruise missiles. That's what Ukraine lacks in its military capability at the moment. And Donald Trump made the point that, sure, we're interested and prepared to think about that, providing those to you in return for drones. President Zelenskyy was offering a deal, which obviously Donald Trump loves, but Donald Trump did make the point that we too need the Tomahawk missiles. We don't have an overabundance of them. Let's have a listen to what President Trump said.
One thing I have to say, we want Tomahawks also. We don't want to be giving away things that we need to protect our country. We have a very strong country right now. We have a strong military. We have the greatest military in the world. We have the greatest weapons in the world. I want to get this war over.
Donald Trump there. John Lyons, President Zelenskyy seemed to suggest a weapons trade between Ukraine and the US. Tell us about that.
Well, Tom, Ukraine, one area they have had a military superiority over Russia in, at least for the first year or so of the war, is drones. Ukraine is one of the world's drone powerhouses. There's about, when I've been in Ukraine, there was at one point about 80 different places around Kyiv that were manufacturing drones, warehouses and factories and whatever, university students. Now, the Russians are trying to catch up and in a way have caught up on the battlefield, but Ukraine has some very technologically advanced drones. And so today, obviously, Volodymyr Zelenskyy was playing to the strength. That's what you've got to do with Donald Trump. You've got to offer him something. Like on Monday, Anthony Albanese will probably want to offer him a deal with critical minerals. You've got to be always offering gifts and deals to Donald Trump. So Volodymyr Zelenskyy came here today to the White House offering this deal in return for wanting those Tomahawk cruise missiles. Let's have a listen to what the Ukrainian president said a short time after his meeting with Donald Trump.
We spoke about Tomahawks. I'm open with it. We want very much. Yes, and President already, I think that American side said that look, we have to understand, because we don't have. We need them, and this is the position of American side for today. But nobody. Nobody canceled this dialogue, this topic. Yes, so we just we have to work on it more.
So Volodymyr Zelenskyy didn't leave here today with what he wanted. He wanted the agreement for the supply of Tomahawk missiles. But on the other hand, he's got his relationship with Donald Trump still intact. What happens now is in the next few weeks, Donald Trump will have a meeting in Hungary, in Budapest, with Vladimir Putin, and that will be another step in this very long and difficult road towards trying to find peace in Ukraine.